Well, Doris, here we go down the final stretch of the regular season. How about some of the improvement we've been seeing from some of these players?
Kev, it seems inevitably every year there's a few players who make a huge leap in their games. And I love it when it's a complete surprise. Because when there's a player who's been under the radar and emerges as a potential star, how exciting is that?
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Stephon Castle is out there with Shepard. Then it's Duran. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Furphy in at the 3.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
And he sinks the second.
What you love about Alex Caruso is the IQ he brings to both ends of the floor. Defensively, he's always anticipating, always pressuring, and offensively, he will make the right play.
Here's Castle. Shot clock at 6. Carter pulls it in. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Nets. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Kings. That one was played in Sacramento.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
You know, there's a balance between that aggression and overdoing it. You can't reach in. These are things officials are looking to call.
You want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
A wide open look here for Caruso. And the 3 off target. Pass to Castle. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter.
Known for his strong defense, Castle is someone any coach would love to have. He is a hard-working rookie.
This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Castle.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
And so Castle nails them both. Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The fifth head coach in the last 7 years, that seat is always high in Sacramento.
Well, I like the no hesitation. Darius Garland knows you have to be assertive in catch-and-shoot situations.
There's the lob to Duran. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now, here's Caruso. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And here's Garland for 3. That's a miss. He's made one in this one. Pass to Castle. Here's Shepard. Hands it from downtown.
Strong mechanics and a high release. Shepard just needs to catch it when he's on.
Outside Garland. Here's Klintman. And Carter has it in the corner. Here's Caruso. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Oh, Caruso with the big-time answer from distance. You love that.
Pass to Shepard. Stolen by Garland. It's stolen by Aldama. Shepard, the pass to Jordan. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Here's Garland picks one up. And going back a bit, the Nets regaining a lot of their draft pick stores from the Rockets. One of the more interesting trades that we've seen.
Well, they gave away a ton of those picks to acquire James Harden when they believed they had a championship window. And now in recovering them, Brooklyn able to benefit from the draft to try to position themselves for that all-important rebuild.
Now Castle. After Wendell Carter missed from long range. And a chance here to check out some stats for him. Sacramento shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Henderson's checked in, and the second free throw, good. It's Garland with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 5-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
Here's Furphy after the made shot from Wendell Carter. Pocket 6. Back to Castle. Stolen by Garland. Pass to Clinton. Now Caruso. Outside Garland. Floats one. And the layup is good. Garland's got 5 points so far.
Well, that's how you use the floater. Darius Garland gets into his bag.
Here's Aldama. Back to Castle. Pass to Shepard. Now Aldama. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Just 4 to shoot. Now Castle. Shoots over Henderson. Duren. And Duren is right there. He's got 6.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Here's Clinton. Back to Garland for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Henderson against Castle. Here's Shepard. Carter pulls it in. Nets trailed by 3. Pass to Garland. Another miss by Garland. The Kings have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Aldama passes to Shepard. Duren with the screen on Garland. Now here's Duren. Carter looking around. And the Nets miss again. Kings leading now by 3. Pass to Shepard. Now Aldama. Here's Duren. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. Drops in the tray. Shepard's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Sacramento. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Caruso. Carter with the screen. Releases. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, how about the toughness of Caruso battling through the foul and making the bucket?
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
The Kings leading. Shepard the pass to Aldama. Here's Sharp. Henderson defending. Pass to Shepard. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And so, Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Here's Clinton. Back to Garland. Launches a three. That one, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Caruso, the pass to Henderson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Shaden Sharp picks one up.
High motor type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
The Nets have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
And here is Duran. He's got 6. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And then Carter with the dunk.
Oh, my goodness. Rock the rim, Wendell Carter Jr. We see it.
Kings leading now by 4. DB given his accuracy. Do you think Darius Garland will ever be in the 50-40-90 club?
You know what, Kevin? I think very few people have ever done it. Do I believe Darius Garland has the talent to do it? No question about it. He is a tremendous shooter and an electric young guard in this league.
Brooklyn with the ball. Sacramento able to drain the 3 to the paint. Here's Clinton. It's deflected. Inside. Here's Castle. Brooklyn with the rebound. Carter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Clinton.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Gas to Castle. And it's off from 3-point range.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, those who've worked with Nets coach Jordy Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back over to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. And it's the Kings with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Garland kicks to Carter. Back to Garland. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Garland's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
So aggressive at the arc. Darius Garland never shy about letting it fly.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jalen Duran. Brandon Clark comes in for Santi Aldama. Christian Brown's checked in for Castle. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Shepard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Scoot Henderson.
And how about that move by Sharp against the defense, getting them to put contact on him so he can draw the foul.
The Nets making a switch here. Shed's checked in. And Sharp drops them both. Looking at the last game for Sacramento. It was a win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the bucket started raining down.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity. I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Pass to Stewart. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Capella. Again, the Nets for 2.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Sharp with this screen on Conley. driving to the basket. And here's Sharp. Clark sets a screen for Sharp. Out left to the wing. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Over Stewart. No good from Valanciunas. Conley dishes to Henderson. The three ball. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Darius Garland has been leading the charge for the Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
On the court for Sacramento, Brandon Clark is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Jose Alvarado. Then there's Christian Brown. And it's Sharp, and it's the shooting guard. Pass to Stewart. It's Henderson on the wing. Oh, good with the triple. The Kings trailing. Valanciunas passes to Alvarado. At the top of the key, Clark. Comes up empty down low.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
And that one's good by Henderson.
Part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Alvarado passes to Valanciunas. Shoots over Capella. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. That's leading by 4. Pass to Stewart. It's Henderson on the wing. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Here's Alvarado. Covered by Conley. Clark outside. Now, here's Sharp. Defense right on him. Nets leading by 7. Outside Conley. It's Henderson on the wing. Pass to Stewart. Here's Shed. They get it again. Capella fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And on the glass, few better than Capella in this league. Goes all out to attack the board.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Furphy's checked in, and Castle is subbed in for Sharp. Here's Valanciunas. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas showing good hands and finishing ability inside. And this guy on that end of the floor has always been effective.
Back to Garland. Drills the three-pointer. Garland's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Clark. Now Shepard. It's over Garland. Shepard, that's good. Shepard's got 14.
And when Shepard is on offensively, he is dangerous, capable of being very efficient on the floor.
Caruso kicks to Garland. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
And, GA, you think about high skill level offensive players. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, the son of an NBA point guard in Winston Garland, Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life, and his offensive package is as polished as anyone.
To the wing right side. There's the lob to the hoop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
What a pass. What a slam. The rookie, Mr. Castle.
It's Garland with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets.
And the long arms of Capella, using them to perfection as a target for his teammates on that alley-oop.
Castle with it. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game. Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Anderson looking it over. To the inside. And the dunk by Capella.
This guy's is something Garland does so well. Excellent reading defenses, exploiting them in the pick and rolls. That is nicely done.
The Kings trail by 10. Now Shepard. 37 points in the win against Atlanta. Down low. Here's Clark. And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Nets making a switch here. Quinman's checked in. And the Kings also making a change. Santi Aldama's checked in for Clark. Caruso up top. He's got 7. They set the pick. Bounce pass from Garland. And the basket by Quinman.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Pass to Furphy. Now Shepard. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Nets leading by 10. From deep. Frames it from beyond the arc. Caruso's got 10.
Bringing that 3-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter. Shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Carrington in the corner. With his first shot attempt. Again, the Nets for 2.
Bringing that 3-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter. Shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Pass to Furphy. Drills it from outside. Furphy's got himself going there. His first point points of the game on the deep ball. Now, Carrington. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 5 assists in the game. Now, Eldama. Now, Shepard. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Caruso, the pass to Garland. Back to Caruso. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up with a strike. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle, Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. He's checked in for Brooklyn. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for the Kings. Pass to Eldama. Now Shepard, guarded by Garland. In the corner, Castle with it. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the triple. Castle's got 10.
That's a confident shot right there by the rookie. Castle wants to keep improving that part of his game.
Now here's Garland. And the Nets, another 3.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
The Kings trailed by 16. Here's Castle. Defended by Carrington. Duren with the screen on Garland. And it's Shepard missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Carter dishes to Garland. Pass to Caruso. Oh, good on the 3. Sacramento's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Duren, and Duren slams it in.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Here's Garland. Left block shot on the way. The Kings trailed by 14. Down low. Here's Furphy. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Back to Garland. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first half. Good work there as it goes.
Darius Garland cooking right now. Boy, when he gets going, he is a problem.
Pass to Shepard. Here's Furphy. And a miss there on the triple. That's leading by 14. Here's Carrington. Buries it from three-point range. Carrington's got 8 points.
Oh, Buck Carrington showing off his skills from distance. That's a nice bucket.
Pass to Shepard. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Carter's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Clinton, defended by Eldama. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Nets have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Stepping to line with 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The Kings trailed by 18. Here's Castle over Carrington. Again, the miss by the King. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Caruso, bounce pass. Launches it. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Aldama. Here's Shepard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Shepard's got 4 this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so it's Brooklyn in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. Back.
Well, any impression, you knuckleheads?
Yeah, I can do a few. My best is probably Shaq. He made impressions of the stand.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Kings. Thanks for spending halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Garland is out there with Carlton Carrington. And it's Alex Caruso. Then there's Carter. And it's Klintman in at the 4-man position. So that's the Nets 5. There's a screen by Aldama. Buries the long-range jumper. Shepard's got 19 points.
Extending out that range. Reed Shepard, this youngster can shoot it.
There's the lob to Duren. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Outside Garland. Sinks the three-pointer. 27 points for him.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
Pass to Shepard. Rebounded by the Nets. Carter's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Garland against Duren. With the floater. Carter finds Garland. They set the pick. The 3. The putback. It's good on the putback. Whitman's got 7.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Shepard, the pass to Aldama. Intercepted. Driving in. Pass to Klintman. Back to Carrington. Misses the jumper. The Kings trailed by 19 to the left wing. Inside. Shakes him. And Duren lays it in. Duren's got 4 this quarter.
And he has found the stroke, folks. Continues to knock down shot after shot. Perfection thus far.
Here's Klintman. And it's Carter missing. To the inside. And the shot goes in. He's got 6.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Here's Garland. The shot's good. And the Nets lead by 17. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Castle. Now Shepard, guarded by Garland. Shepard, the pass to Duran. Low block shot on the way. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now, here's Garland. He's got 29 points. There's the lob to Carter. Just 5 on the clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Fires for 3. And it's Carrington missing. The Kings trail by 15. Shepard with the ball. He's got 19. Duran a screen. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Individually, he's trying to lift the team. You've got to love the effort, but thus far, not getting over the top.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. This break gives us a chance to see the league's best fast break teams in the second half of the season. They've really ramped up the energy. In third, the Nets.
You know, as the season wears on, the team that can stay fresh can take advantage. They continue to get out and run, and teams are struggling to keep up.
Pass to Garland. Carter sets the pick for Garland. From downtown, connects from three-point range. Garland's got 32 points.
He got loose from downtown the first half, now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
And Aldama slams it in.
Yeah, you can get used to that from Shepard. He likes to keep the ball moving.
That's leading by 14. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot. So are dynasties a thing of the past? Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties, and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging through great management, let the results happen however they play out. Guys, back to you.
You just want a fair fight. Okay, thank you, Allie. And so Garland will bring it up for the Nets. It's stolen by Duran. Pass to Castle. Back to Duran. Now Shepard, 5 to shoot. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Aldama, and the Kings check on 2 more.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Pass to Caruso. Garland feeling him out a little bit. Carter, the pass to Garland. Fires the 3. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Garland's got 14 points here in the second half.
All night. He just won't let up.
And stolen by Caruso. Out to the wing. He's feeling it. And it falls over the rim and in. Garland's got 37. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Here's Carrington. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Love to see that. Carrington taking it to the defense. That's a gutsy move.
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line, 2 times.
First one falls for him.
Well, Bob Carrington, obviously a late lottery pick in the 2024 draft. You like a couple things. Number one, he's a long guard. He's got length and positional size. Very solid passer. Boy, a bright future.
And the Kings making a change here. Sharp's checked in. Aldama passes to Sharp. Now Shepard. And the free ball is good. Shepard's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Garland. Sacramento on defense, trailing by 17. Here's Quintman, defended by Aldama. Second chance shot. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 8 rebounds in this game. Sacramento's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. There's a screen by Aldama to the paint. And Aldama slams it in.
Oh, good pass right there from Sharp. These types of plays really help team chemistry.
Pass to Caruso. Back to Conley. It's up a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Conley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Kings trail by 18. Here's Aldama. And it's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Back to Carrington. Off target with his 3. The Kings shooting in offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Conley against Sharp. There's a screen by Aldama. Sharp, that's good. Sharp's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
And here's Conley outside. It's good from long range.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
Pass to Carrington. Back to Conley. .135 left in the third quarter of the game. Out to Carter. Clock at 4. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Boy, the big man, Carter Jr., looking very confident.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Only 5 games left in the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is going to stack up out east. You look at the Nets. They would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push.
And seeing where the Nets are, where they have clear goals in this final month. Time to secure a spot to play in because that's their ticket into the playoffs.
Brooklyn leading by 16. Stewart finds Conley. Garland again, Sharp. And Valanciunas pulls it down. And here's Valanciunas. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. The three-pointer is right on target. And that's now 30 points for Reed Shepard.
Taking charge in the pick and roll. Shepard using the screen and finding his spot.
Out to Henderson, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No good from Clark.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
Henderson passes to Stewart. Lob pass to Capella. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Pass to Sharp. It's deflected, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
The free throw drops for Sharp. That one falls, so he hits both of them. With 1 on the clock, and no good that time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Nets up by 11. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court right now for the Kings, they've got Shaedon Sharp. Castle is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 spot. Capella with a screen on Sharp. Pass to Henderson. 3-pointer. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 6 assists now in the game. The Kings trailed by 14. Valanciunas with a screen on Henderson. Here's Sharp, and here's Valanciunas. Alvarado finds Clark. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Good on the bucket.
Takes great confidence in catch-and-shoot situations, and you can see how comfortable Valanciunas is in that opportunity.
And here is Conley. The wide-open look here for Garland. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Sharp against Henderson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Scoot Henderson.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Nets leading by 14. Up top, Capella. Outside, Conley. Screen by Capella. Sharp against Henderson. And he slams it down right on top of Brandon Clark.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play. Brought to you by AT&T. To the inside, Stewart with the steal. Capella, the pass to Stewart. The 3 from Garland. Connects again from distance.
He's scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for 3s in a game. Pass to Sharp. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. From outside the arc, hits the 3-point bomb.
Great at creating shots. Sharp did it there with that catch and shoot.
Now Conley. Pass to Garland. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. Here's Alvarado. At the elbow, it's Valanciunas. Back to Alvarado. No good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Henderson outside. Now here's Stewart. He's covered by Clark. And the dunk by Stewart.
Timeout.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
And we got a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And the Nets making a change here. Quinman's checked in. And a change for Sacramento. Aldama's checked in. Up again, Henderson. And then Sharp with the dunk.
We've heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Down low, it's deflected. It's stolen by Aldama. Here's Castle. Pass to Aldama. Kings moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Back to Alvarado. Nailed from three-point land. Alvarado's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
And then Henderson with the jam.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
Pass to Sharp. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
There's a screen by Aldama. It's tipped. Over to the left wing. Valanciunas passes to Alvarado. He's feeling it. Garland with the rebound. That's leading by 13. Pass to Conley. Capella, high post. Valanciunas is there. Capella kicks to Garland. Outside Conley. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Alvarado. Capella covering. Yes, that goes in. 6 points for Valanciunas.
I like the physicality on that play by Jonas Valanciunas. Simply powers through the contact, showing he can give it as well as take it.
Henderson, bounce pass. There's a screen to the middle. Jams it with authority.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
The Kings trail by 13. Pass to Aldama. Now Castle. And here's Sharp. Henderson defending. Inside. Here's Valanciunas. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, to me, that's the force that Valanciunas plays with. It allows him to shake the foul off, maintain his poise, and score it.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Carter, he's checked in for Capella. Alex Caruso comes in for Scoot Henderson. And Colton Carrington subbed in for Mike Conley. And then for Sacramento, Murphy's checked in. And Shepard subbed in for Jose Alvarado. Shepard, the pass to Valanciunas. Down low. And finished off by Shepard.
He is a really good athlete. Give Shepard a launching pad, and he will not turn it down.
Pass to Carrington. Back to Caruso. The 3 from Garland. Sinks the triple. Garland's got 46 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Pass to Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. Shepard, the pass to Valanciunas. And it's sent back by Carter.
Carter Jr. works hard on the defensive end. These rejections have become commonplace.
Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Carrington with the ball. Garland with a screen on Castle. Here's Carrington. Got a hand on it, and they get it back. And it's Carter missing. The Kings trailed by 11. Pass to Castle. Now, here's Durant. Here's Shepard. Tries again. Rebound, Brooklyn. Garland's got his 4th rebound in this one. Caruso lays it up off the glass. And the Nets lead by 13.
What you love about Alex Caruso, he's never going to force his own shot. Just going to let the offense develop.
Castle, no good from 3. Brooklyn's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter so far. Knocks down the 3.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Here's Shepard, guarded by Garland. Garland rips down the board.
Boy, felt like he let that possession get personal. Trying to answer back with a 3 of his own there.
Carter with the screen. Shot clock at 5. Duran pulls it down. The Kings trailed by 16. Now Castle. Outside Duran. 1:53 left in the 4th quarter. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Now, here's Garland. Let's lose a 3. Duran pulls it down. Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Gets it to go. Down low.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And that one falls.
Just the late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one. Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Nets.
Tonight, they seem committed to the 3-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Darius Garland.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
Good on the basket.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
And now we've got the intentional foul. I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connected Cam. And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
So it's the Nets picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there was some